You know what? This is the content play. I want to do it. It's fine. Bro, we are just aggro Dimir right now. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are back with another Dimir deck, and this one is definitely sweet. Alright, so what the deck is about? You can see it in the name as Dimir Tutor. Like, it's not a biggest side plan, but we have this small twist of solving the equation. So you can search your library for an instant or sorcery card. So basically a full 3 mana tutor at sorcery speed, and we can take anything. So for this reason we run not only Meathook Massacres, but we also run Shadow Verdict. And basically what it does is, depending on the matchup, you get a counter spell, a card draw, a sweeper, or Invoke Despair, which is basically all of this in one card. Except maybe counter spell. But yeah, definitely you can choose the right card for the matchup, and then you should be ahead, even though you lose a bit of a value because you translate 3 mana into nothing, basically just a correct card. When you cast this card you should be ahead, especially if you are against small creatures or things like you need to sweep. You go for Shadow Verdict. Sometimes you can even do it in one turn. If you hit 8 mana, you can tutor and play the card in the same turn, and that's much better, especially if you are talking about the sweeper. Alright, so Sloth, what the rest of the deck is? Oh right, I have forgotten one of those. We also have Go Blank. If you want to get rid of the cards and the graveyard, you can also solve the equation and go blank. 6 mana, a total package, if you want to do it in one turn. So it's quite a steep cost, but the effect can be so powerful, and we have a big choice of the different cards. We also have, for this reason, one Test of Talents. Unfortunately, you need to reveal it. But still, enemy cannot play his big card, so it still works. It still works. But definitely you lose some part of value if you tutor this one, because you need to reveal the card, as this is only a particular type tutor. So, still. We also have March, in case we want to heal. I really like Marches, especially against boros. Boros usually translates all this pure damage, play with fire and royal thing. They lose card advantage just to do this extra burn. And when you basically trade card for card and also gain life, life gain is cheaper than dealing damage as a base in MTG rule. So enemy needs to pay 2 mana and a card to deal 3 damage, while you can pay 4 mana and basically trade card for card and get this 3 life gain back. So you can see how different power levels there are. So if the meta is full of boros, this card is just amazing because it basically negates their whole card advantage for free, nearly, because it's just side effect of removing a creature. Alright, you probably know that March is good. As you can see, we also play Ray of Enfeeblement. This is one of the good shells to play this in, because we have so much card discard. We can cycle it with Tainted Indulgence, we can cycle it with the Celestus. What more, we have a lot of cards that are a bit situational, because this is a big thing in the deck. We have double Devious Cover-Up, and for everyone that likes Dimir, this, you know what it means. It means that we cycle our deck to our opponent. We basically sideboard during the game. And what this does is that when you have different type of cards, you just shuffle the ones that are relevant for the matchup and ignore the rest. So in reality, if you have Test of Talent and Infernal Grasp, the one you need you will draw more than once during the long game, because you won't shuffle Test of Talent against creature decks. You will just shuffle this or March, and then you will draw them more, while Test of Talent is already out of the game forever. So this is the small motif in the deck. I really like it because it's one of the reasons why this deck gets stronger the longer you play, and the fact that you cannot get milled in a control against control matchup if you play it right is really sweet as well, because sometimes it's getting so grindy that you get to a point that you just need to kill the enemy, and you see that you cannot do it in time. Because they will just counter your direct damage with Invoke Despair. So with that being said, what are the weaknesses of this deck? I think sometimes we lack some value, but it might be how you play and how you draw, because we have a lot of value, like Professor Onyx into Invoke Despair, into Memory Deluge, Celestus. I think we should have enough value, and Tainted Indulgence. Like, I think the big deal in getting value is when you activate the Tainted Indulgence. If you have two of them, and you see that you are in a very slow matchup, you probably shouldn't cast them just to cycle something, or just, you know, get this 0 card advantage. Don't forget, this doesn't give card advantage unless it's activated, because you spend card, you draw 2 cards and discard card. So total you get 2, you lose 2. And that's a very important thing to realize, that you need to activate it for it to become a card advantage. Alright, so I think everything is covered. Professor Onyx is an amazing finisher. You will see in one of the games at least how it performs, and oh boy, if they cannot answer. Like, what I really like about the card is that it kills one creature, but it still creates a pressure, right? And it also has 2 loyalty. Very often, like Planewalkers that use some removal ability have 1 loyalty left, and they are so much easier to kill with anything, basically, even like a 1/1 creature. And this one doesn't die to 1/1 creature, and it directly targets that the enemy needs to sacrifice a creature with greatest power. And I'm talking about this obvious thing because I have played some games today, and you will see why I'm talking about it when you watch the game. I think you will recall it. And yeah, I think the deck is pretty sweet. We won like 60% of the games today. I'm not giving stats because I need to record this video really quickly, so you just need to take my word for it. But you know I would never lie to you. Alright, so yeah, that sounded extremely honest. But yeah, that was 60% win rate for this deck. And honestly, the lost games, some of them were decent, but some of them were just complete getting mana screwed to oblivion and things like this. So, you know, not how I feel that the deck performs bad. So I definitely encourage you to try this if you like Dimir, and I think it's a solid deck. Like, this is probably something you can compete in Mythic as well. So definitely try it out, and with that being said, if you like the channel, do subscribe. It does help, and I think a lot of people watching are not subscribed, so it definitely would help if you considered it. So thank you for anyone who did it already, and let's enjoy the games and go with the video. Alright, that's definitely a start. You know what, I will take it. I think our plan has to be to activate the thingy, and for this reason, I know Takenuma is good to activate those, but we need 4 mana, and we basically don't do anything for this 4 mana as we don't have creatures yet. So I think we can go like this and start cycling clans. I want to see if we need to play Raffine Tower or we can just cycle it. Man, circle and cycle, the words that I will never distinguish. Alright, that's definitely a target. Alright, we definitely cast one of them, at least. Do we care about the tap land? We have 1 blue. What is this? I don't think it's worth Field of Ruining, to be honest. I think this is the play. Yeah, because this turn we can go with 2 mana, and this should be a cardo. Like, we need cardo because our hand is not a lot of value. We mostly trade 1 for 1. So we need to activate it somehow. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, so those are 3 cards. We need something like Memory Deluge and some 3-drop. Okay. You know what? Oh no. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see what he will cast. Okay. Let's go with full mana efficiency. Everything here is white, so we do not care about this so much. We use Infernal Grasp because they both kill a creature. This basically what the text says: kill a creature. Kill a creature. And this one costs 1 mana, this one 2. And we had 2 spare, so no reason to not use this. Alright, and we can answer the triggers easily. Man, I really want to activate the indulgences. Maybe we cast one more. Like, we have 5 cards and enemy has 5 cards, but he has 2 on the board. We are at 18, so that's a bit better. Alright, so we need to answer this one, right? Let's not exile any cards. Like, we have 21 life. When we kill this, like, enemy will have some cards, but things like this and this don't really matter. Like, we will sweep them at some point in the game. And are not threatening enough. Land. A land, okay. I will actually play a land. Huh, maybe we just use the March on Valkyrie. Nothing has counters, right? How this card works. Sacrifice. Target creature control with counter. Yeah, nothing has counters, bro. No counters for you. Oh, he's so... Oh, oh, oh boy. That's a thing. Okay, okay. You got me. Let's do it like this, okay? Okay, and now mana efficiency is pretty useful. Okay. Oh, that's so good. This trigger completely destroyed him. Hi, do you want to cast some creatures from the top? If not the veteran, we wouldn't have priority to get rid of the Realm Walker. This actually hurt us so much. I'm so glad I didn't remove it. So, enjoy your 1 life. You just lost a 1 card. If the top creature, if the top card is like, you know, oh boy, we messed the mana a bit. It's fine. It's really fine. We can play Makeface like this. I will finish the thought in a second. Okay, that's exactly what we need, what we wanted. Huh. You know what? This is the least card advantage we have. Okay, okay. I think Meathook Massacre is good enough. We trade this one for Swamp, and then we just sweep whatever he has, right? Yeah. I messed up. I should have played more black. I forgot that we have Despair and we need to play around it. So that was a big mistake from my side. Okay, back to the priority thing. So, you may cast creature cards from the top of your library. So basically, he casts it. Do you answer to the casting? No, you don't, because you don't have a counter spell. Then the priority is back to his side. And that is unfortunate then, because he can cast the first spell from the top of his deck, and then you can answer. So he basically gets a card draw, guaranteed, so that's a big deal. Okay, it gets a bit scary, to be honest. Are we at the end step? Yes, we are, because we are ramping the enemy right now. You know what? Okay, okay, never mind. All his deck are clerics, obviously. So let's do it like this. I don't think he has 3 mana instant. I do not think so. We lower our chance to draw a land, I guess. So that's not extremely perfect, but we should get around it somehow. And we do indeed. How likely he has to have like saving spells? Like, he plays green. I don't think he has. I don't think he has. If he does, it will be a problem. Let me put it this way. You know what? I'm taking this 4 damage. It's not enough to force us into play, because we can cast Memory Deluge if we want. If that's the case, I will actually do it. Oh boy, those are definitely some cards. This can cycle, so it's basically a card draw. This can bounce. How good is bouncing in this matchup? Like, it's not the best. We are fighting for the value right now, so I think we just get 2 lands. One of them ensures the Meathook Massacre. And you know what? I will Meathook Massacre you. Even if he has Tamiya Protection or whatever it's called, it's not a big deal. Because it's --, it's not destroy effect, so he couldn't save it. Snakes kill Veil would, on the other hand. And I wanted to activate Invoke Despair, and with all the small dudes it's not the best. Alright, here we go. With this I actually probably want this as a land, right? Now maybe we just go for Jwari. I don't think he will ever hit something with Jwari right now. Alright, so do we kill the Anger? You know what? Liliana answers the board perfectly, right? Yeah? Liliana is best here, because when he loses the thingy, this becomes 1-1, right?
Well, darn.
Enjoy your one life. This is why live game decks are sometimes so weak. Okay, that doesn't have haste. If Liliana survives, or Onyx, sorry, it's definitely not Liliana. Yeah, I know it's written in the card. Oh, those are pretty horrible cards. Okay, I will take them. At least they are not at the top of the deck, right? Alright, so how do we do this? We kill the Cleric with March, and then negate whatever is left. So, with Liliana on the board, the game is nearly over. Like, they need to answer it this turn. If they cannot, the game is over indeed. And we do not care about... Okay, can he heal at the instant? You know what? I think we have luxury to go for 3, right? Yeah, negate. You know what? I'm not a decisive person. Okay, I'm not. But it's enough for negate, and let's maximize the life gain. Like, why wouldn't we? He doesn't have Jwari, right? Yeah, he knows that if he cannot answer Onyx, the game is over, basically. Alright, we are going first. I'm not super happy about the hand. It doesn't have a lot of card advantage. But Mulligan makes it even worse, so let's take it. But for the record, I don't like this hand at all. We cannot activate the Tainted Indulgence as well, so it's even more problem. We need to start with this. Like, I often miss this play, but you actually need to start with this because you need a 2-drop, and this will be your 2-drop, right? So in order to have blue mana, you need to play like this. Like, it might be obvious for most of you, but sometimes I actually forget. Like, it's, oh, I just play it later. No, you don't. And we are against everyone's favorite deck, Boros. Because why wouldn't you play Boros, like, 3 months into the season? It's just so fun, right? Why? Why? Boros players, why? Just tell me why. I mean, okay. At least we have some mana. Maybe that was a mistake. I didn't notice double den. I'm a dummy. I actually am a dummy. Okay, so how do we play this? I think this is how. And we don't go for go. Go blank is the last card that we play basically. Enemy has more play with fires, right? It seems like it. Adversary, sure. He plays around Jwari, that's not great. However, it means that he doesn't have... He did not attack. Okay, respect. Like, it wouldn't change anything, but that's definitely interesting. And he has play with fire, but if he wants to kill his own creature, that's good for us, because we basically get 2 for 1, and I prefer value. I always prefer value. Huh. Jwari makes sure that we cast the Invoke. I messed up. It should have been Field of Ruin. I didn't want to show. Sometimes I'm too sneaky for my own good. So the problem is that I need to cast it right now. So next turn it's untapped land, but then I need to sacrifice Field of Ruin as well. So we cannot cast Invoke Despair on curve because of my bad plays. So we play like this. Then. And yeah, sure. Like this one I don't mind. You want to counter everything that has permanent value. This is basically do nothing, waste a card. Like if you are not pressured to die, this is actually a really bad card. And I mean a really bad card. Alright, let's start with the Tainted Indulgence we have to right now. And that's an untapped land. And that changes how we play by so much. Yeah, that was perfect. That honestly was so perfect. So now we cast Invoke Despair. And Infernal Grasp is still there. That's a black land. That's a card though. Like, we get hit quite heavily this turn, not gonna lie. But, oh boy, we actually didn't hit a land. So I guess we just use Jwari next turn as a land drop. Man, I like Jwari so much. It's such a versatile card. Like, counter spell that can become a land. Like, it's a dream for every control player ever. And let's do it right now, shall we? And the auto-tapper, for the first time in my life, actually played smart, because he left Field of Ruin and also left double blue for Memory Deluge, so we have basically everything. Enemy is playing around counter spells, but it means that he's a bit slower than normally. And that's also good for us. He didn't attack, he didn't force us, like, there's no pressure. And with no pressure, control decks can really go a long way. Like, his early game was abysmal. Like, you don't want to play with fire and to play with fire. To be honest, I didn't like this non-attack as well. Like, even if we play like adversary at the end step, like, you still have to trade, right? It will trade at some point. So I didn't like this play too much, especially he had 1 mana and play with fire, so he could just kill the creature if we played it. And enemy seems to be maybe rage quitting because his boros creatures were not enough. Let's cut. Alright, our salty boros gamer knows that the writing is on the wall, and he actually I think he actually rage quit. It might be a disconnect, but to be fair, I don't feel like this is a disconnect. I feel that this is a player, more than anything. And you know what? Let's make it extra salty. I want to see the salt flowing. Last 2 cards. See? He's here. He's actually here. He's just a bit unhappy about the results. See? I told you he's here. Nice. Another boros smashed with Dimir. The day just became a bit better. Alright, we're going first. How good is going first? We have double tap lands. I definitely like it. And dragon. Sure. So I definitely want to think about casting Jwari. Oh boy, like, I am feeling quite confident right now. We need to hit Memory Deluge and we should be golden. I am not reading this card. I'm not. And we are against clerics, I think. Mardu clerics or something crazy like this. This is a scary turn. I will make a stop to make him think a bit. There's no creature, so March won't trigger. Oh, this is a strong one. Well, this is actually a strong one. We don't have black cards, so we cannot exile anything. Takenuma. This is not perfect in this situation, so let's cast it right now. We can get rid of the engine. But I'm not sure about this play. I think it's better to hold up Devious Cover-Up. Like, we don't care about this 2 damage. So, you need to play more, my friend. Oh, something like this, exactly. As long, whenever another cleric, non-token creature you control. Okay, if that was okay. So, to translate, a dead creature is at 22, so that's not enough to trigger anything. Nice creature, bro. Alright, like, jokes and salt aside, like, we are doing pretty fine. We need to slow the game a bit, because right now we are 4 cards to enemy 5, to enemy 4 cards. We just showed that we have no instance. Perfect. Perfect. What can go wrong? 1, 2, Okay, so we cannot activate the Tainted Indulgence very well. We need to wait for the land. But you know what? If enemy doesn't want to do anything more, I'm really fine with it. I honestly do not mind it one bit. And we want the mana for Test of Talent, just to catch something that might be there. Okay, that's a smart play. He knows we cannot counter it. What will he take? And he has a lot of time, so the tempo swing is not the worst one. So I guess we just Devious Cover-Up, right? We have to. And I will take the March. March is good. Alright, so I really want to hit my swamp. Deck, please. It was a good Sloth today. Just give me the swamp. Untapped one, please. Untap. If you don't say it will be untapped, you will get a Rafine Tower. And that's a fact. You know what? I'll take it. It's not perfect. Like, I know we could just cycle this, but I have missed lands so many times that I'm not doing this play. I think this is the correct play. So you play this, you discard Test of Talent, and you play the land, and you have Devious Cover-Up. Basically, everything is better then. But if you miss on the land, you lose the game. And that's not perfect. Alright, this is definitely a target for a counter spell. And let's just keep shuffling the counter spell. Oh, that was enough. Oh my boy, I did not expect a scoop. Like, he had 3 cards. What was his hand that he feared this? Like, okay, sure, I'll take it. Man, we are doing really fine today. Alright, we need to win this one. Triple Tainted Indulgence. Like, it's not card negative, right? We invest 2, so I will take it. I will actually take it. And I will start, of course, with Rafine Tower, so we have blue for the next turn. Then Swamp. Maybe we'll leave Takenuma, we will see. Will he counter it? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. Maybe we discard March, maybe we discard some lands. I'm not yet sure what we should discard. Let's see what we draw. Okay, they usually run 1 land, so if we use Field of Ruin, the second one will destroy a land. This might be a factor in the game. And we can get Swamp anyway, right? But we don't have double blue. We don't have double blue. I actually think we play like this. Not perfect, but I think it's good enough. This is tricky. Field of Ruin will be hard to use against Esper deck, like they have so many tools to use the 4 mana instant. I'm not doing it this turn. Unless he taps out completely or plays Kite or something like this. Like even now, if we do the thing, we basically give him a free card. Don't do this, guys. Don't do this. Ever. Extra card is such a big deal. And we are forced to Tainted Indulgence just because we will be a bit too behind if we don't. Alright. I think we have a little bit too many lands, maybe? Maybe? I will discard 1 swamp. 1 swamp, that's all I will give you. Yeah, because usually you draw more. Somehow. I mean, like with double Memory Deluge, I think we have some options. And if we play so carefully, it usually gives away opponent that you probably have some counter spells, so maybe let's not force it. And with Bankbuster, most likely they will just chill out and draw cards, exactly as we are doing. Alright, this will be activated. We really need to fish for value. Okay, nice. This, I guess, do we have land in the graveyard? Okay, we have. Okay. Go blank is amazing. Ray, trash. Bloodchief first, bet. I think land is the best one. Especially that we can cycle it, right? Is that the only island from the deck? It might be. It might be. Oh boy, I don't know how to play this. Like, we have so many options. Go blank is very late gameplay. I think we go Field of Ruin into Field of Ruin at the end step. And then if he wants to cast his Memory Deluge or something crazy, then be it. It might be even a Hull Breaker. I hope it's not a Hull Breaker. Okay, it cannot be a Hull Breaker. So we will donate him 3 mana, but I want to check it. Okay, how do you want to tap, my friend? Ah, I knew you will tap wrong. I knew it. Alright, this is how you tap, bro. Because we are activating the second Field of Ruin indeed. I guess let's go for the Raffine Towers. It might be just Dimir. He didn't play really cards, so we don't know. Yeah, we will double ramp him. We basically give him free card, but I want to see how many basics he has. Alright. Is this happening? Oh no. He indeed has planes as well. We can ramp him into another Memory Deluge. But you know what? It's okay. I will do it. Alright, so I wasn't sure about this play, but first of all we translate colorless mana into swamps, which will help with Invoke Despair at some point. And a lot of Esper decks run one island just to have this one basic, so it seems that they have basics. And in the worst case, it still is a bit of a mana screw, because like he has worse mana base than before. With 3-color deck it might matter. If I knew that he has so many basics, I'm not sure if I would do it. He might cast Memory Deluge, but then we go blank probably. So that's why I'm not super scared about it. But definitely huge amounts of value. Alright, he does not want to tap out. And thanks to this, you can see that suddenly he doesn't have double blue for like Saw It Coming or something like this. This is pretty bad card. Just to note, I think with Memory Deluges we don't care as much. Oh boy, like the last turn was intense, wasn't it? It felt so packed with action. Nobody ever attacked, nobody played any card basically, but it just felt so impactful. Yeah, Bankbuster is annoying. Like, he got so much value out of this, but well, that's something you need to, you know, accept at some point. It might be a Hull Breaker, but we just use maximum March if he taps out. Oh no, he cannot. Never mind, never mind. Jwari, definitely Jwari. And honestly, like, we are ahead in mana, so Jwari is a thing. We have enough black, but let's get a bit more. Do I care about Meathook Massacre? I don't think I do. I honestly don't think I do. Do I need to discard? Yeah. Sometimes I think the Communicate is there while you discarded or played something during your turn and it's still there. Huh. How important it will be. Like, we have no creatures, I don't think it's worth tapping out. Like, this 2 mana can't make a difference, it's basically like giving up a Jwari. Yeah, or just March or something. I will make a stop, okay. And let's make this. What do you say, my friend? Do you mind losing this pilot? And Bankbuster basically translated to like 3 cards already. This is 4th and this will be 5th. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my god, he has the treasure. Oh no. Stop it, you madman. You are a monster, you know? You are an actual monster.
You're ready to lose.
Okay, he will use the trigger. If he doesn't, we give him next turn, right? But I'm pretty sure he will. Alright, forgot. Okay, I was a bit greedy. But let's just kill the thing. It also means that we can exile as a part of the cost. So we still have Jwari. But this treasure, oh, like this Bankbuster completely won him the game. I'm not sure if it's over, but oh boy, it surely feels like this right now. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. And it wasn't a mistake, and I think, to go for the 1 because we really care about our mana. Tainted Indulgence is still not activated. Gross. So we have 0, 1, 2, and 4. We don't have a 3. Go blank will activate it. Stop! Stop with this crap. I don't want to deal with more Bankbusters. Oh my god, stop. Stop. I have enough Bankbusters already. We are at 25, so we have some time, but that's definitely not perfect. Definitely not perfect. And I think we need to go blank just to activate the Tainted Indulgence and start drawing some cards. We have some time, but we don't have a lot of time. And I'm not casting this one. So, let's start like this. Just because, you know, I want to get a thing activated. This click really is telling why we are doing this. And I don't think it's very impactful. However, it will be impactful when we start reshuffling it in the deck. At some point we will. Oh boy. Okay, so he basically lost nothing. Those cards weren't great for the matchup, but that was not the reason why we are playing them. And if all he does is basically just attack with 4, I will cast Memory Deluge. Man, it's so scary. And I don't feel we are hitting very well with the cards. Like, we have some card draw. Like, we have a lot of card draw. But not as much. Like, I think we could get, like, Bloodchief first. Look how much it would happen. Like, small Bloodchief first. Like 1 mana, win the game, in a way. Definitely taking this hit. And we are back to 17. So the time is still there, but it's running out slowly. And we cannot Jwari if we Memory Deluge. That's unfortunate. But we need to be mana efficient. So far he didn't play counter spells, so let's get Test of Talent right now. Invoke Despair. Yeah, that's a good one. This is colorless. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's colorless, okay. If it wasn't pumped, we would just use Ray to kill it quickly. Man, Negate is such a good card in this matchup. Yeah, we need to go for Negate. Okay, like we are starting to get somewhere. I don't want to play it into open mana. Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't know how to play it exactly. I think we just go for the Memory Deluge. Like, I really don't want to cast Invoke Despair into full open mana. Let's give him some cards. We actually drew more than him? I don't believe it. What? Okay, interesting. Anyway, we don't deck out any time soon, because we have Devious Cover-Up, right? Cruel, yeah. Okay, I think this is the last hit that we can take, just to get extra value. Unfortunately, if he's smart, he knows about it, and he seems to be smart. Like, he's playing it very well, he's just pacing slowly, and he will have another pilot very soon. So when we kill this one, we get another one just turn after. Huh. I would love him to activate it right now. Alright, let's go for Memory Deluge then. We have Negate up, that's a big deal. If he activates Bankbuster in response, that's perfect for us. Yeah, I knew you have this crap. Let's see how many of those. Like, he didn't cast it before, so I assume he just drew it. It means that maybe he doesn't have another counterspell, but I'm not sure. Are you freaking serious? That's so much value. I feel violated right now. I feel that something was taken from me and I don't like what happened. Oh, that was pretty horrible. I really do not enjoy this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shadow, I think this is the turn to play Invoke Despair at least. Because we have Counterspell, we have... Oh right, he knows about everything in the hand. We also have Tainted Indulgence not activated again, but we will do it, I think, with Invoke Despair, right? 5, yeah, that's the first one. You wish you had Test of Talent for this, didn't you? Wow, that's a bad draw. You know, not the worst one, it's better than the other ones, but it's not optimal. And I guess let's keep up, but of course we get hit for quite a lot. I guess we use Shadow Verdict next turn, just to get rid of this token. It is pretty insane, but I think that's what we have to do. We have a lot of Black March in the deck, I think at least 2 of them. Yeah? Okay, 1 of them. So we have 1 of them and Meathook Massacre, so, you know, life is not the worst thing. If he doesn't double crew it, sorry, I don't think it's the worst. Oh boy, that's scary. I want to win this so bad. And I think that we definitely have chance to do it, but the cards, like basically this game was me against the Bankbusters. Nothing else mattered this game. They drew so many cards. What you see here is Bankbusters. And we are trying to keep up, but definitely Test of Talent destroyed like 2/3 of the value of the deck. Because we had 3 of them in the graveyard, so yeah, great. And we also have Test of Talent, but the game decided that we are not drawing it. Like, we have Test of Talent exactly for this reason. Bruh, what do you say about this? Do you mind? Do you want to maybe cast Emperor or something? Something tasty? He definitely wants to do... Like, he knows that we are pressured. Ray is really good because it's very cheap and we want to make multiple plays. Okay, fine by me. We play the land then. Do we Invoke Despair? How much mana is it? Okay, like I think he used a lot of his counter spells previously. He didn't cast Memory Deluges earlier, so I think earlier he didn't have counter spells because that was such a juicy target. Are you freaking serious, bro? How many do you main deck? Like, seriously, how many can you main deck? Alright, enough. I'm not ranting, you are ranting. Okay, so what do we take? Field of Ruins don't matter. Tainted Indulgence won't be activated, but we can make it activated if we care. So you know what? Let's take it. Go blank. I don't like go blank too much. I think this is what we shuffle in. I should probably check if I shuffled all the 2 mana spells. Not all of them, okay. I actually left only 1. Man, if he has 3rd Test of Talent main deck, I'm just losing it. Yes. Yes, please. We are tapped out, so it's scary. We might die directly next turn, but I hope we don't. Okay. I'm at your disposal. Do whatever you want with me. Emperor, right? So he casts the Emperor, he pumps the Samurai, and he attacks for 4. Then we kill the Samurai and kill the Emperor. Oh my god, stop with the Bankbusters. Okay, but that's, like, jokes aside, that wasn't the best play. It's extremely slow. It means that we have a lot of time. And he's just at 10, so if he taps out completely, we can just nearly kill him. Yeah, if we play untapped land, we can actually just kill him. Are you serious? What the hell is this crap? 3 mana to 2, first strike protection from nothing. When enters, exile attacking creature. Okay, it cannot crew on its own. That's a big deal. And it dies to 1 mana things. So I do not mind it. Hole is extremely important. We want to save it if we can. And like we need to hit him with manlands. That's so smart. He knows that the game is like nearing the end stage. Alright, I'm scared. There is a chance we just win. But the chance that he has no removal is very low. But it is possible. You know what? This is the content play. I want to do it. It's fine. Bro, we are just aggro Dimir right now. I don't think it will work, but I hope it will pressure him enough. Because I don't think he can kill us in response. Like, he needs a lot of creatures to crew both of the Bankbusters. So I think he removes Hole with something like Infernal Grasp, and then Hive is alive. Huh. But you know what? If he reacts right now, that would be a mistake. Ah, no, he still has the treasure. This treasure was so annoying. Please, I don't want to see it ever again. 2 main deck Test of Talent. What a mad person against boros meta. Like, 1 is already a stretch. 1 is already a stretch. I guess it works, but... Okay, what is... Oh my god, March is so good here. It's so good. Okay. So, we still hit you for 3, I hope. Not nearly as good. But maybe we can get there. Okay, he still has another removal, I guess. Vanishing Verse. Okay, at least we know his hand. So we are back in control. And that was why I made this play. Even if he removes everything, like, in reality he cannot, like, counter with anything, right? He cannot kill us. And I think this will be a Ray play, because it opens a lot of mana, and we generally need a lot of mana. How many white creatures he has? I think you play 1 or 2 of those. That's a good draw. This is actually a good draw. Let's see what we got. Celestus. This is a good draw. Not perfect, but definitely a good one. And Ray really makes sure that, you know, we can remove this triply. We are at 4, don't forget. That's not a comfortable spot. Shadow Verdict is so tempting because it exiles, so we don't lose this 1 HP. He has only 3 cards. And we don't have good counter spells anyway. You know what? Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Are you freaking serious? Bro, just stop it. Just stop this madness. We of course target this one, because this one can crew Bankbuster. This one can't. So this hits us for 2, while this one hits us for 4 and kills us. Like, it's so insane. Oh my god, I'm so triggered. I'm so triggered. To be fair, like, his deck is... I won't say good or bad, I think it's pretty decent, but it's quite unique. It's not the usual deck that you see. Alright, let's play Jwari. Actually, playing this Jwari is better than keeping 2 Jwaris, because he thinks that we don't have anymore. Alright, let's see what he hit. Like, all he needs is 2 extra damage. 1 extra damage. Okay, that's enough. Oh boy, I feel that I misplayed on many levels. I think that Field of Ruin play was bad in retrospect, but it has, like, that was risky, and the attack with double lance also was risky. Probably that wasn't the best play. I hope you enjoyed the potential to just directly deal 10 damage. Yeah, good game, my friend. I should played before. Yeah, I hope, oh my god, I cannot speak, the game was so long. I hope you enjoyed the game, and don't forget to subscribe if you like the games like this. Yeah, I think this was a nice one. Interesting game, definitely.
With